Good morning, everybody. It is about 5:46 in the morning. I've been walking for about an hour, and I'm gonna go for about another hour. But I had been, over the course of the last few weeks, I had been asked probably about 15 or 20 times, Joey, how come you talk so much about depression, but no one's ever seen you be depressed? How come no one has ever been able to notice those hard times you're talking about? How come it seems like everyone was so thrown off by the words that you use and the feelings you've expressed? How come you never reached out? How come? Well, it's tough. It's tough, you know. I had been under the impression that men weren't supposed to talk about these things. Men weren't supposed to feel certain ways. It's not normal for me to go home and cry every day. It's not normal for me to be surrounded by a group of people and feel completely alone. I had felt that I felt like I was different, and I felt like something was broken. And when you're a highly functioning extroverted introvert going through depression, it's tough. It's tough. Like I love being around people at times, but you know, when that social clock goes off, your social meter goes off, it's just like, I just wish I was in bed. I wish I was alone. I wish I didn't have to carry on this smile to just make people feel like everything's just gonna be okay. And that's all right too. Like we shouldn't feel obligated to stay outside or stay in a certain setting when we all have our own lives. We all have our own limits of how long do you want to be out. Not every person wants to have an all-nighter. Not every person wants to stay at a party for 5 hours. Not everybody wants to be at the family dinner for 4 hours. Not everybody wants to go to the park and sit there and have a picnic for a couple hours. Like, all of these things are okay. It's okay. It's literally okay to have your own limit on things. But my coping mechanism when I was really, really in the shits was I would work out, and I was in the best shape of my life, but I was working out about 8 hours a day because I was terrified to be alone. I hated the way I looked at my body. Now that comes from abuse and assault, and that just kind of, it diminishes your value and your worth. And that's kind of like the hard pieces that follow with that. But over time, you realize what is unhealthy and healthy to you, and how you can start making a real life change in your own mental wellness and health. And when you allow yourself to stay in those unstable states for too long, it's hard. It's hard for you to see a way out. It's hard for you to thoroughly express how much you actually do want to be healthy, how much you do actually thrive for a better mental state, how much you wish happiness was just a button away. You can kind of just turn on and turn off the bad times. But when you're going through those bad times, you taking care of yourself is number one. You can't allow different social bubbles to push you, or for you to feel obligated to take care of other people. You have to take a moment to focus on yourself. If you don't focus on yourself, you can't take care of anybody, because you're going to be trying to multitask, and everyone knows when you're multitasking, you're just half-assing a bunch of things. And so make sure you're taking care of yourself. Step away from the negatives. Try to stay away from any type of unhealthy habits, whether that be sugar drinking, smoking, whatever the case you may be going towards. Just realize that you are stronger than you've ever known. You've been pushed to your limits time and time again, and you're still here. So start to realize and start making a checklist of the pros and cons of what you're doing for your own mental health right now, and start getting rid of those cons, because those cons are what are keeping us and just forcing us to stay in a room with the lights off, forcing us to avoid looking in the mirror, avoid making eye contact with a friend, avoid saying that one thing to that one person that you just wish knew how you felt, or really hold you back from getting that job that you know you deserve. You know you deserve that job. You know it's just, you have that mentality of, I'm just not good enough. And I think that's fucking bullshit. I think you're fucking more than enough. I think wherever you're at right now, I think you should be owning that business. I think you should be running your own thing. I think your potential is fucking exponential. I support any ventures you guys have. If you have questions, let's fucking talk about it. I'll motivate the shit out of you. I'm here to be your fucking personal fucking cheerleader. I love it. I love hearing success stories, and I love hearing the stories of us getting out of the dirt and us getting out of our not so great places, because that's what happened to me. And it's tough when I made those videos, and it's tough talking about different stories, and it's tough the stories that I still have to tell. It's not all negative. My life hasn't been all bad. I just had a really rough hand that was given. It wasn't dealt to me. I was just given certain cards, and it's all right, because I'm still here, and I'm pushing forward, and I am in a healthier mental state than I've ever been. And it's because of you guys. It's because I know there needs to be a better way, and I know there needs to be more things done. And you guys should know that I do care about all of you. And I'm just having a good fucking time doing it too. I'm fucking stressed. I'll have late nights, I'll have early mornings, day in, day out, because that's what you guys deserve. But I'm also self-aware to the times where I'm avoiding that burnout, and people around me see that are just like, hey, you're gonna burn yourself out. And it's like, I'll take a day off. I'll take a moment. I'll step away from the phone. And it's just, you need to get those cons out of your life. You need to get that toxic person out of your life. You need to find a way to step away from anything that's really anchoring you down, And it's okay to be grounded, but I'm talking about when you're swimming in these deep waters and these dark waters of your own mind, and somebody or something's just around and they're just, hey, can you hold this anchor for me? And you're just like, oh, what the shit? Sinking, going to the bottom, fucking struggling. I am a terrible swimmer, so I think that this analogy is the worst, because I'd just be gone. I don't even float. That's terrible. No, there's a Snapple fact for you guys. I don't know how to float. Yeah, I don't know why I've had that conversation like 6 times in the last week and a half. But anyways, I think you guys deserve more, and I think you should be achieving more. And if you're in that process of getting there, fucking keep going. The fucking end is so beautiful. Just keep pushing and shoot for the moon. Because if you end up missing your target, at least you end up in the stars, man. Just shoot for the fucking moon. All right, guys. I've been getting weird looks from people on this trail, but love talking to you guys. And I love the messages that I get, and I'm really excited for the future, and had a great conversation with another leader actually a few minutes ago, and I just love being around motivational people, and I love hearing motivational people motivate other people, because it's fucking contagious, and I love it. Love you guys. You guys matter. And if you made it through the rest of this video, I really hope your fucking day is amazing. And if it's not so amazing, fucking give me a call. Let's fucking talk. We'll do a Zoom. Get some Zoom tea, or get some FaceTime tea in, or if you get me early enough, you can get me with some FaceTime coffee, and just have an amazing day. Have the best day of your week today. And I know it's tough because it's Monday, but let today be the best day. Set the tone today. Wake up, get your shoes on, go brush your teeth, get ready, and fucking grind, and fucking just be your best self. But all right, guys, really hope you guys have a wonderful week. Big things for Above the Stigma this week, and looking forward to hearing a little bit more about your days and what you're starting to X off on that cons list, because the more and more that list gets smaller and smaller, the more your mental health is going to start improving, the more you're going to start reaching out to those pros, because those are what fucking matter in your life. And it's okay to be vulnerable when you ask for help, because trust me, sometimes we just need that extra hand. We need a friend, we need a family member. Sometimes we just need a therapist. We just need someone who's going to listen. And you guys matter, and you need to figure out how to be your best self, especially at those hard times when it's the hardest to figure out. I love you guys, and hope you guys have a wonderful fucking Monday. Wonderful Monday. All right, guys. Peace.